Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel and for another Wimpy Kid related video. I figured for this video I would do a comparison on the first book with the original book and the Cheesiest edition. I know I made a video last month covering these two editions and the Disney Plus cover edition, but I didn't really feel that one was in-depth as I wanted it to be, plus there were comments of people saying you missed covering this difference with this edition. So I figured for this video I would do a difference in comparison between these two books. And I'm not going to include the Disney Plus cover one because the only difference with that one is just the cover, as well as the title page where you have more books listed. Everything else is pretty much identical to the first book. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first we're going to look at the standard 2007 book. And I think as I stated in the other comparison video, this is not an original copy. This is a reprint because in the front, it goes all the way to third wheel. But when you open it up, you have a blue kind of inside cover, picture of the cheese, and then this cover with the characters at the bottom. To Mom, Dad, Reese, Scott, and Patrick. And then it's pretty much just the book itself. Nothing major, nothing really different. Just the same original book that everyone grew up to know and love. When we move to the Cheesiest edition, the cover is different a little bit. You have the picture of Greg, this time with just his body instead of the extra paper. And it states right here, Special Cheesiest Edition. Another thing, too, that someone pointed out that I also noticed is that the cover has a different kind of feel to it. It feels a little bit more, like, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but as you can see, I'm pushing down, and it's kind of pushing down like itself, the cover. With this cover, it's more firm and hard, so it's not really, like, it just feels more sturdy. But with this cover, it feels a little bit more rubbery. I guess that's the word to use. Or it looks more puffier. I'm not sure why they did that, but just a little bit difference in the feel of the book itself. And then with the spine, you have a different icon here. Instead of Greg on the original spine, you have a picture of the cheese, and it states Cheesiest Edition, as well as Book 1. With the original spine, it has the cheese, but not the number. Nothing really else different there. And then with the back cover, you have a different picture and a description about what is different about this edition. And it states that it's printed on premium paper. As well as the spine of the pages, it's yellow compared to the original, which is white. When you open it up, you have a picture of the cheese instead of the blue in the first edition. And then you have a colored picture of the cheese, as well as an introduction by Jeff Kinney. And then on this front page, you have the same pictures of the characters at the bottom, but this time with a more, books listed in the other books section, all the way up to the getaway. Flip to the next page, same dedication, and then the first page of the book. And all but one difference is featured in this book. Other than that, it's pretty much page for page identical to the original book. The major difference is that any time there is a picture of the cheese, it's colored in. All the other things are pretty much the same as the original book. But like I said, any time that the cheese is featured, I think it's featured next here. Yep. The cheese is colored in. And it's also a little bit different in terms of the look. I'll try and show a comparison. So you can see here, I don't know if you can see it that well in the light, but if you look at the two, you can see that this one here features blue lines. This one is gray. It's also a little bit more of a brighter white compared to the original, which looks a little bit more gray. So those are really it. Those are really the only differences between the Cheesiest Edition and the original book, where you just have a little bit of a different feel to the cover, different artwork all around, different feel to the paper, as well as having the cheese being colored in compared to the original book, which is not colored in. So those are really the only biggest differences, so there really isn't a preference to which one you should own because they both offer the exact same book, just with very minor differences. But I hope you all enjoyed this quick little video of me showcasing the differences between these two editions. Like I said, I did not include the Disney Plus one because there's nothing different about that one except just a different cover. But next, for my next video, I'm going to plan to cover the differences between the two do-it-yourself books. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already, and I will catch you all next time.